Melania Trump. Great to see you. Welcome
morning.
back.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
The first thing is congratulations.
I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady.
And you need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life. And they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want.
I bet that is.
She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him, and she doesn't.
Yeah, you don't know all that.
That's why I say it.
These are such vile comments, but they are exactly what the View's audience loves. It is targeted perfectly at a radically feminist, liberal audience that loves hate. Another now, this is loving and tolerant rhetoric the left uses, which they accuse the opposing side of using. And this one, those women are a danger to America. They do more than anyone else to stoke political and social tension.
Here's some news for you. The former First Lady has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign trail, but she just made a stop on Fox News to promote her new memoir. Apparently, she's answered personal and political questions. Take a look.
American people need to decide what they really want. Maybe some, strong tweets, but everything else.
Welcome back to All Star Buzz. Thank you for joining us, and let's begin. Melania Trump has just made headlines with a jaw-dropping legal saga that has everyone talking. In a shocking twist, she allegedly secured a staggering $900 million defamation settlement against The View and co-host Sunny Hostin. This isn't just another lawsuit, it's a monumental showdown that has sent shockwaves through the media landscape. For years, Melania faced relentless attacks from various outlets, but this time, she decided to take a stand. This unprecedented settlement marks one of the largest defamation payouts ever, but it's not merely about the cash, it's about holding media accountable. Melania's legal team argued that The View crossed the line from mere opinion to outright falsehoods aimed at tarnishing her reputation. And guess what? The jury agreed. This case sets a powerful precedent, sending a clear message that reckless attacks on public figures will no longer go unpunished. For Melania, this isn't just a personal win. It's a bold statement to anyone who thought they could drag her name through the mud without facing repercussions. But how did The View find itself in this hot water? Let's dive into their history of unchecked attacks. The show has long operated under the impression that it was untouchable, but this lawsuit proves otherwise. Known for its fiery debates and controversial takes, critics argue that The View often crosses the line into slander, especially when targeting conservative figures like Melania Trump. Over the years, co-hosts like Sunny Hostin and Joy Behar have hurled accusations at her, everything from claiming she hates her husband to calling her a reluctant first lady who ruined the Rose Garden. These weren't just casual jabs. They were repeated narratives that painted Melania as cold and opportunistic. What made it even worse was the blatant lack of accountability. The co-hosts frequently echoed each other's baseless claims, creating an echo chamber of misinformation disguised as opinion. This wave of unchecked attacks didn't just stop with Melania Trump. Other conservative women, like Kayleigh McEnany and Sarah Huckabee Sanders, have also faced similar treatment on The View. But this time, the show went too far, and now they're facing the consequences. It all kicked off with one reckless comment from Sunny Hostin. Sunny Hostin thought she could say whatever she wanted, but this time, she hit a wall. Her careless words came with a staggering price tag. During an episode of The View, Hostin boldly claimed, without any proof, that Melania Trump hated her husband and was only with him for the money. This wasn't just a casual remark. It was delivered with a smug confidence, as if Hostin had insider knowledge about the Trumps' marriage. What made it even worse? None of the other co-hosts challenged her. Instead, they nodded along, treating her baseless claims as fact. This wasn't just irresponsible, it was downright defamatory. Melania wasn't about to let it slide. Hostin's remarks became the focal point of the defamation lawsuit, with Melania's legal team arguing that they were part of a broader pattern of targeted attacks aimed at ruining her reputation. The jury agreed and awarded Melania a jaw-dropping $900 million in damages, a financial blow that could potentially cripple ABC and The View. But how did Melania transform from being a target into securing one of the largest defamation settlements in history? Let's break it down. For years, Melania remained silent. However, this time she decided enough was enough. Typically a private figure who shied away from media chaos surrounding her family, she finally chose to fight back after enduring years of unfounded attacks from shows like The View. Her legal team wasted no time in filing a defamation lawsuit that meticulously detailed how The View crossed the line from opinion into outright falsehoods meant to harm her reputation. And guess what? The lawsuit didn't just focus on Sunny Hostin's comments. It exposed a larger issue at play. The lawsuit against The View revealed a troubling pattern of behavior among its hosts, who consistently pushed damaging narratives about conservative women while evading similar scrutiny of their left-leaning counterparts. Melania's legal team came fully prepared with evidence, including clips of past defamatory statements, interviews where hosts doubled down on false claims, and even internal communications showing how these narratives were crafted specifically for ratings. This wasn't just about clearing her name. It was about holding The View accountable for years of reckless rhetoric. As the legal battle unfolded, shocking revelations about media bias emerged. This lawsuit didn't merely expose The View, it unveiled an entire system of bias within mainstream media. As Melania's team presented their case in court, they illustrated how outlets like The View consistently target conservative figures while giving a free pass to those on the left. They showcased how damaging narratives about conservative women are often repeated without any evidence, creating a vicious cycle of misinformation that shapes public perception. One particularly incriminating piece of evidence was a leaked email from a producer instructing hosts to amplify anti-Trump narratives during segments featuring conservative guests. This lawsuit highlighted that these attacks aren't spontaneous. They're part of a calculated strategy to boost ratings by catering to an audience eager for controversy. For many viewers, this case confirmed suspicions that shows like The View prioritize sensationalism over truth and fairness. But while Melania emerged victorious, ABC executives were left reeling. A $900 million judgment isn't just a loss, it's a catastrophe for ABC. When the verdict came in favoring Melania Trump with that staggering $900 million award, it sent shockwaves through ABC headquarters. Legal analysts quickly pointed out that this is one of the largest defamation payouts in history and could spell doom for The View. The financial burden is immense, but the damage to ABC's reputation might be even more severe. The View has long been one of ABC's flagship shows, but now it's turned into a liability they can't afford to overlook. Insiders are buzzing that executives are contemplating drastic measures, including the possibility of canceling the show altogether to prevent further damage. Advertisers are reportedly pulling out too, unwilling to associate their brands with such a controversial program. And let's talk about Sunny Hostin. Her career may never recover from this mess. Hostin built her reputation as a voice of reason on The View, but now she's become a cautionary tale. For years, she positioned herself as a moral authority, holding powerful figures accountable for their actions. But now, she's the one under scrutiny, and her future on television looks bleak. Reports indicate that ABC executives are furious with Hostin for putting them in this precarious position and are seriously considering firing her to mitigate further damage to their brand. Even if she manages to keep her job, her credibility has been shattered beyond repair. How can viewers trust someone who cost their network nearly $1 billion with reckless and unfounded comments? Meanwhile, Melania Trump is walking away stronger than ever. This lawsuit didn't just restore her reputation, it redefined how we perceive her. For too long, Melania was dismissed as merely an accessory to Donald Trump, a narrative perpetuated by media outlets like The View. But this lawsuit shattered that perception entirely. By standing up for herself and winning one of the largest defamation settlements in history, Melania proved she is far more than what critics have painted her to be. She is resilient, determined, and unafraid to take on powerful institutions when they cross the line. This case isn't just about Melania. It's about holding the media accountable in a way we've never seen before. Melania Trump's alleged $900 million victory against The View has sent shockwaves through the media industry. For years, outlets like The View have operated under the assumption that they can say whatever they want about public figures without facing consequences. This lawsuit changes everything. It sets a precedent that reckless, agenda-driven attacks will no longer be tolerated, especially when they cross the line into defamation. Legal analysts are already predicting that this case will inspire other public figures to take similar action against media outlets that have built their brands on sensationalism and slander. The message is clear. Freedom of speech has limits, and when those limits are crossed, there will be a price to pay. This case could mark the beginning of a new era in media accountability, where truth and fairness take precedence over ratings and clicks. But what does this mean for The View moving forward? Let's take a closer look at their uncertain future. After decades on air, is this the end of The View? With a $900 million judgment hanging over them, The View faces an existential crisis unlike anything they've ever experienced. The financial burden alone could be enough to force ABC to cancel the show. But the damage goes far beyond money. The lawsuit has exposed The View's toxic culture of bias and sensationalism, leaving its reputation in tatters. Advertisers are reportedly pulling out, viewers are tuning out, and even ABC executives are questioning whether the show is worth saving. Insiders reveal that discussions about canceling The View are already underway, with some suggesting a complete rebrand or replacement program as a way to salvage what's left of their audience. Can a show that has built its identity on controversy and divisiveness ever truly recover? If The View goes off the air, what does that mean for other media outlets that rely on similar tactics? Melania Trump's $900 million victory against The View isn't just a personal triumph. It's a turning point for media accountability. This case has exposed the dangers of unchecked rhetoric and set a powerful precedent for public figures who refuse to be silenced by baseless attacks. As The View faces an uncertain future and ABC scrambles for damage control, one thing is clear: this lawsuit has changed the game forever. Will other media outlets learn from this moment, or will they continue down the same path until they face their own reckoning? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: Melania Trump has proven that she's not just resilient, she's unstoppable. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit a like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to this channel. More videos are coming out soon. See you on the next one.